Hey, if you're thinking about selling your home, you obviously want to sell it for the most amount of money possible. The problem is most homeowners have no idea what it takes to sell a home. So they end up hiring the wrong real estate agent, or even worse, try to sell it themselves and fail to put the maximum amount of money in their pockets. In this video, I'm going to break down step by step exactly how successful real estate agents market homes to sell them faster and for more money. More money than you would even think is possible. And if you watch this video all the way to the end, I'll even show you how you can get some specific marketing advice for your home free of charge with no obligation. And obviously it makes no sense to sell your home for top dollar if you're gonna have to pay top dollar for your next home. That's why we use a Dream Home Finder program here with our team to help our sellers find off-market properties that meet exactly what they're looking for without having to compete with other buyers. And I'm going to cover that a little bit later in this video, or you can watch the video linked above. Before I get into exactly how we market homes, I want to tell you a little bit about my background. I promise it will be very quick. I've been selling homes in South Carolina since 2016, and I'm one of the most expensive realtors in this area because of the superior marketing and results I get from my clients. Because of that, I take on very few listings every year because I'm very selective about who I worked with. You know, one of the problems I've seen with homeowners is they have no idea what it takes to sell a home. So a lot of times they end up choosing the wrong agent. Hiring the wrong real estate agent obviously can cost you thousands of dollars in the sale of your home, but it also can lead to a ton of frustration and wasted time. One of the most important decisions you're gonna make is the agent you choose to represent you as a homeowner. And if you choose to sell your home yourself, then you've decided to hire yourself as the agent. So you better know exactly what you're doing when it comes time to market and sell your home. So first we're gonna go over 3 common misconceptions homeowners have when it comes to choosing a real estate agent to sell their home. Number 1 misconception is that a company or a brokerage the agent works for actually matters. A lot of people think that all agents from a particular company all market and sell homes the same way. That is far from the truth. Every agent is an independent contractor and can market homes however they see fit within legal guidelines. A company could have the #1 agent in the country as well as an agent who hasn't sold a home in 3 years. And the average agent only sells about 12 homes per year. That's essentially 1 home per month. The company an agent works for has very little to do with how they market homes. I think we all saw that when Tom Brady left the Patriots and joined the Bucks back in 2020, he led his team to the Super Bowl because he plays at a very high level. It didn't matter what team he was on, he still knew how to win football games because he's good at what he does. So you want to make sure that you're hiring an agent, not the company that they work with. Number 2 misconception is that you should choose a friend or family member to sell your house just because they have a real estate license. Just because someone has a license to sell real estate doesn't necessarily mean they know anything about marketing or selling a home. All real estate agents took the same national test, but those tests had nothing to do with how to market and sell homes. And frankly, they may not have the money necessary to market your home properly. So just choosing someone because you're related to them or you know them from somewhere is a bad idea unless they can show you exactly how they're gonna get you top dollar for your home. I love supporting people around me, but we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you need to make sure you're making the right decision for your best interest. And then misconception number 3, that you should list your home with the agent that shows you the highest asking price or discounts their commission the furthest. Many times agents will overinflate how much your home is actually worth in order to do what we call buying the listing, only to come back a few weeks later and tell you that you need to lower your price. Chances are that agent knew from the beginning that your home wouldn't sell for that price, but told you what you wanted to hear to get you to agree to list with them. You also don't want to go with an agent who's willing to give you the biggest discount in their commission. Like we mentioned before, not all agents are created equal, and an agent who's willing to discount their commission is showing you that they aren't confident with the service they provide. I know you've heard the saying, you get what you pay for. In this business, that's especially true. So today I'm going to show you the right way to sell your home fast and for top dollar with the least amount of hassle. You don't want to work with some random agent. You want to work with a target marketing specialist. who can sell your home for far more than any other agent in the area. Any agent you work with is going to put your home on the MLS. It's going to show up on Zillow and Realtor.com, websites like that. It happens automatically through syndication. So any agent can do that for you, but it's going to create limited chances for you to sell your home. Or if you do, it's probably going to sell for regular price or even below market value, because it hasn't been exposed to the people who would have a feverish response. You haven't shown it to people who are highly motivated to buy your specific house because it's exactly what they're looking for. I'm reminded of the story of a father who gifted their kid an old beat up car. And he told them, before I give you this car, I want you to know how much it's worth. So I want you to take it down to a used car dealership and see how much they're going to offer you for it. The kid comes back and said, hey, they only offered me $3,000 because it's old and it's beat up. He then tells this kid, hey, take the car down to a pawn shop and see how much they're willing to offer. The kid does this and comes back and they tell their dad, hey, they only offered me $1,000 for it. I don't think this car is worth very much. The dad smiles and says, I want you to take it to one more place. There's a classic car show in town. Take it down there and see if anybody's willing to buy it from you. The daughter comes back and says, Dad, I had a guy offer me $90,000 because it's a rare classic car. That story is exactly what we're talking about when I say target marketing. Presenting your home to the best buyers who are willing to pay a premium for the exact features your home has. One thing you want to avoid is your commodity type agent that is completely replaceable by anyone with a real estate license. The type of agent who's just gonna take a few photos and put it on the MLS. That's like taking that classic car to the dealership. If you just wanna list your home rather than sell it or sell it for regular price, then you can hire your brother-in-law. But you obviously know that listing your home for a higher price won't necessarily get you more on the sale of your home. If you interview enough realtors, someone's gonna tell you that they can sell your home for an astronomical number. Trust me, you don't wanna work with a dishonest agent. It's the marketing that's gonna create the best quality buyers for your home that are willing to pay more money than your home is actually worth. So those premium buyers won't be found by putting your home on websites like Zillow or other websites like that and waiting for the right buyer to come along. So what you want to look for in an agent is hiring a target marketing specialist. If you're taking notes, you should write that down. You want a target marketing specialist. This is how you get your home exposed to the most opportune buyers. And most importantly, sell your home for more money than you even thought possible. A licensed agent that simply promises you a higher price but has no empirical data to show you how they'll make that happen won't get you your desired result. They need to have an impressive multimedia marketing approach, and I'm gonna show you that here. So target marketing is focusing in on who the most likely buyer will be for your home based on price range, location, school district, and amenities for your home. For example, if we are talking about an average home here in Columbia, let's say it's a 4-bedroom home with a first floor primary bedroom, the other 3 bedrooms are upstairs, and it's in the Lexington 5 school district. It's got a fenced-in yard and it's worth about $300,000. You know, your average home for this area. We have to answer the question, who is the most likely buyer for this property? Who should we market this home to? We know the best buyer for this home is going to be between 40 and 55 years old, that has at least 2 kids of teenage years. They're going to have a pet in the home, and they'll likely already be in the Lexington 5 school district. They're going to have a credit score of 680 or higher, and they're going to have an annual income of about $100,000 or around 1/3 of the purchase price. We also know that they'll most likely have a home they need to sell before they can buy your home. How do we know all that? Because if we know all that, we can go ahead and target those people with our marketing. Well, we know that's the case because anyone who's younger than 40 years old may be still looking to have young children, meaning they won't want their bedroom on a different level than the rest of the bedrooms. They'll want to be close to the nursery, right? We know that they're going to have kids of teenage years because we know they're going to want to be away from those kids when it comes to sleeping and quiet time, that kind of thing. We know that in order to qualify to buy the home, they're going to need to have a credit score of at least 680 or higher and have an annual income of about 1/3 of the purchase price. We also know that they're going to have a home to sell because most first-time home buyers are looking in the $100,000 to $200,000 price range. And lastly, we know that they'll most likely have a pet in the home because they'll be willing to pay a premium for a fenced-in yard. So going back to that classic car analogy, Sure, you could take it to a dealership or a pawn shop or even post it on Craigslist if you want to sell it. But we know that's not how you're going to get the most amount of money. But what if we could get the contact information for every classic car collector in the area and target them with emails and postcards and put it right in front of them on Facebook? Those are the most opportune buyers for that car, and they're going to be the buyers that pay you a premium for it because they know what it's worth. We can do that same thing with your home by creating a combination of online and offline marketing to target those most opportune buyers for your home. We start by getting a list of people in our area who meet the criteria we set. We can purchase those lists from like mailing list brokers or marketing list brokers based on our criteria. Then we market your home to those buyers using online and offline approaches. After we get those contacts, we can send them everything from postcards and specific sales letters, all the way to specifically targeting those prospects on their Facebook page. Now, the way we do that with Facebook is by using what we call Facebook Custom Audience, where we use all that data that we have to get our specific ads for your house in front of the most opportune buyers directly on their Facebook page. This approach is selling thousands of homes on a daily basis and is one of the best ways to target those opportune buyers with your advertisement. And those advertisements only go out to the buyers who will be most interested in buying your home. So it's truly targeted marketing, not just social marketing. And we invest thousands of dollars into this approach on a monthly basis because it works so well. So we utilize a multimedia approach with postcards and mailers, as well as online with custom targeting, so we can get the maximum number of buyers interested in your home and then drive up that price by starting a bidding war on your home. You know, recent stats show that 98% of home buyers start by shopping online. So whoever has the best online presence outside of your typical syndication websites, which all agents use, we can use that targeted approach, putting your home directly in front of the best buyers, and most importantly, use retargeting to keep your home in front of them. Now, retargeting is where the real power of target marketing comes into play. Retargeting is where you see the same ad over and over again. For example, let's say you were shopping for shoes and you didn't end up buying them. I guarantee you went online the next day and saw ads for shoes everywhere for 10% off. That's retargeting. So most agents have no idea how to do this, or they don't have enough team or marketing budget to pull this off. Most agents are independent one-man operations, and they don't have a marketing department like ours to follow up and retarget those leads appropriately. So when we expose your property to the thousands of people here in the area, and we find that 100 of them showed some sort of interest by clicking on photos or watching a video tour, how do we remarket to those people? Because we can all agree that buying a home is a process, not an event. People don't just see a house on Facebook and then go out and buy it. They go through a process of seeing a home they like, contacting a realtor, applying for a loan, scheduling a showing, submitting an offer, and each one of these steps can take 1 or multiple days. So we need to make sure we keep your home top of mind throughout the entire process. What we do here with our team is we retarget interested buyers with useful and helpful information through YouTube and Facebook to keep your home directly in front of them until they're ready to buy. Again, jacking up the interest in your home and jacking up that price because we can create more demand through marketing. Now, switching to our offline approaches, we can utilize specific EDDM mailing campaigns to target buyers in a particular neighborhood. EDDM stands for Every Door Direct Mail. It's something that the post office provides that is designed specifically for marketers to send out postcards or newsletters to every home in a particular neighborhood. Now, this approach works really well because we know the areas and neighborhoods that your buyer is most likely going to come from. So if your home's in the first-time home buyer price range of under $200,000, we might want to target your home to a particular apartment complex that has super high rent. So any neighborhood that we want, we can specifically target thousands of homes in that area to make sure that they know your home is for sale. Now, most agents don't offer this because it can be a bit expensive from a marketing perspective. As you can imagine, sending out thousands of postcards can get a little expensive with the postage and things like that. But we invest the money because it works and it gets you bigger results. So we do invest that money to market your home at a very high level. So if we do decide to take on the project of marketing your home, you can expect superior marketing to get your home in front of the right people who are interested in buying your specific house. Now, of course, we haven't seen your home yet, but for every home that we decide to market, we build a completely customized marketing campaign to combine online and offline approaches to get your home in front of the maximum number of the most opportune buyer. Because we invest thousands of dollars in marketing, we're only willing to take on a limited number of listings at a time. We want to provide the best service possible, so we'll only work with really motivated sellers who are truly interested in getting the most amount of money from the sale of their home. We're very selective about the projects that we take on. If we feel like we can't meet your needs, we'd much rather turn you down now than let you down later. A lot of times, homeowners are shocked at how much money we can get them for their home. But if we can't meet your needs, we'll let you know that up front. And with our targeted marketing strategy, we love working with unique and interesting properties. So if there's anything special or unique about your house, we love those kinds of deals because they get the biggest benefit from these target marketing approaches. As an example, we've sold a few waterfront properties on Lake Murray that come with a boat slip. And obviously those are unique and interesting properties that attract a certain type of buyer. So we actually acquired a list of people who have boats registered in their names, as well as people who were subscribed to a few different fishing magazines in the area, and then marketed directly to those people. Because obviously anyone who owns a boat and loves fishing would pay a premium to have access to the lake 24/7. So target marketing works really well for special or unique properties. But of course, every home and every situation is unique. So we customize everything we do to get your home sold. The first step is obviously to take a look at your home and determine the most opportune buyer is. Now, another big opportunity is what we call pre-market matches. With as much money as we spend in marketing, we have a ton of buyers who all want to buy the same house. And obviously we can only sell it to one family. So we always have a large pool of buyers looking for specific types of homes. So there's a good chance that we can match your home to one of those active buyers in the area in a pre-market scenario, so that you can often raise that price even higher and eliminate that need for a full listing campaign. After we see your home, but before we start all that marketing, we'll go ahead and see if we have any buyers that currently match your home. And of course, they're willing to pay a premium to keep your home from going to the open market. But of course, every single situation is different. The first step is to take a walk through the property and see if it meets any of our buyers' needs. And that's the beauty of working with a team like ours, is you get the whole team working for you for the exact same price as working with a solo agent. It's a big advantage for you when hiring a team with a large marketing department rather than hiring a solo agent with limited time, limited marketing, and a limited advertising budget. It's crucial to get the most bang for your buck on the sale of the largest asset you likely own. Why would you hire a solo agent who's just gonna throw your home on the MLS and wait for the right buyer to find it, when you can hire a marketing team for the same price who will go out and find that buyer and put your home directly in front of them, both online and offline. So when hiring an agent to sell your home, your number one goal as a homeowner is very simple: to find the agent who will make your home stand out over all the other competing homes on the market. That has nothing to do with what company is someone working with, or if they've ever sold a home in your neighborhood, or how cheap can you get their commission. All of that stuff does nothing to put more money in your pocket at the end of the day. And frankly, all you really care about is, can we do this hassle-free and net you as much as possible? So what you have to think about is how your home can be featured as the best opportunity in town. What makes your home unique to make the right buyer jump at the chance to own it? And what kind of targeted marketing would work to put those features in front of that buyer? So when you hire an agent to market your home, the one question you should ask yourself is, will this agent get me the best possible result? So if you're okay with a commodity agent who won't market your home and who'll just throw it online for it to sit for a few weeks, and dozens of the wrong buyers walking through your home, any discount agent will do. But to get you more money in less time, you want to use a competent professional. And then once you've chosen that best agent, then you want to choose the marketing package. What services and marketing do you want for your home? Here at our team, we have what we call a menu of services, where you can pick and choose which marketing plan you'd like to use. We offer a good, better, and best option for all of our fees and services. So you can choose how much you want to pay based on the marketing you want. So if you're cost sensitive and want to keep it low, we can do that. If you want to make sure that we can sell your home for a higher price and net you more than any other home in the neighborhood, that's an option for you as well. So you want to make sure that you choose the best agent first, Then choose the type of marketing you want them to do based on a good, better, or best marketing plan. So that first step is for us to take a quick tour of your property so that we can sit down and show you those options and then give you some advice on what we would recommend for your specific individual house. It won't take very long. We can just sit down and show you our menu of services, which breaks down all the options for our fees as well as our targeted marketing that we'll do, so that you can see how, frankly, this is going to be far superior to anyone else you would interview in the area. So we really have a basic 3-step approach to get the ball rolling. Number 1, have a totally free call to discuss your options and answer any questions that you might have. It's totally free, no obligation. My number should be on the screen where you can give us a call and speak to a member of our team here. It's a totally free consult just for you to gather some information and see what makes sense for you. Step 2 is we'll take a walkthrough of your home to determine the condition and marketability, as well as what your motivation and time frame might be for selling. We'll go over the menu of services with you, and you can decide what marketing package is best for you, and then we'll also determine at that point if we're willing to accept the listing. Then in step 3, we'll go over the recommended list price for your home and show you how much money you can expect to put in your pocket after all of your fees and all of your expenses. So it's a really simple 3-step approach: phone call, walkthrough, conversation. And then you can make an educated decision about what's best for you and your family. It's totally free. You're never under any obligation to sell your home. It's really that easy to get all the information you need and see what your final numbers will look like. I think you'll find it to be incredibly educational, no matter if we decide to list your home or not. So what I'd encourage you to do is just to give us a quick call or send me a text. You can even email with any questions that you might have. As a smart consumer, I want you to be educated. I want you to know what we can do for you and how we can help every step of the way when it comes to selling your home and making sure you sell it the right way. We'd love to provide you with some helpful advice, answer all of your questions, and consider the possibility of marketing your home to get it sold for absolute top dollar. You're going to want to be extremely selective when choosing the agent that you want to represent you, based on the marketing they provide and their expertise of navigating the process. You may even need them to help you find your next home and making sure that they time all of it correctly. It would obviously make no sense to sell your home for top dollar just to pay top dollar for your next home. We have a ton of unlisted pre-market properties here in the area with our Dream Home Finder program, where you can gain access to homes before they hit the open market. Even if you think that that perfect home doesn't exist, we can utilize the same marketing that we use to sell your home to go out and find that perfect home for you and your family. So the homeowner that doesn't know what to look for in a real estate agent will naturally look for someone that is cheap or is related to them or has sold a home near theirs recently, which obviously makes no sense whatsoever. That has nothing to do with exposing your property to the most opportune buyer and getting the most amount of money from the sale of your home. So my encouragement for you is to remember that when you decide to hire an agent, that you're hiring a marketing specialist, not just someone to put it on the MLS and fill out the blanks on the contract. That does you no good if they can't find you a buyer willing to pay a premium fee for you to sell your home. If you do decide to hire a commodity realtor, the only way a buyer will buy your home is if your home is the absolute best value compared to all other homes on the market, which means you need to be priced under the competition. And that's a bad way to go. You don't want to beat the competition by being the cheapest house on the market. If your home is exposed to the right people, it might be the only house that they look at. So that's what a targeted marketing specialist can do for you. And that's what you'll get when you hire our team here. If you decide you want to work with us and we agree to take on your listing, this can be an awesome opportunity for you, not only in selling your home for top dollar, but in finding your next home as well. So we'd love to have one of our team members come out and take a look at your home. So step 1 is for us to have a phone call so we can learn a little bit about your needs and timelines. Then we can set up a time to take a quick tour of your home, where we'll give you some ideas of the custom marketing campaigns that will net you the most amount of money. And we believe that you're gonna see why we're by far the best option at an affordable rate to market your home. Obviously, that's the key factor for you here. So go ahead and call the number you see on the screen now so we can get that ball rolling for you. Let's get that totally free, no obligation phone call in and provide you with the education you need to get your home sold. Hey, don't go yet. I just wanted to take a quick second and tell you thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. As I'm sure you know, I'm a real estate agent with eXp Realty here in the South Carolina Midlands. So as much as I love creating YouTube videos and providing valuable information to everybody out there, I'd love it even more if you would reach out to me with a real estate need. If you've got a friend or family member that's thinking about buying or selling a house in the near future, send me a text with their information so that I can help them out, and then share these videos with them. If I can ask you for just one more favor, hit like on this video so that YouTube sends it out to more people, as well as hit the subscribe button so that you know when I'm coming out with more content. That's really all I had for you. If you liked this video, here's another one that you might enjoy. Again, like, subscribe, share. My name is Shaun Nichols with eXp Realty, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.